I'm Irma.
And this video we're about to share with you guys is going to be about what a close friend is.
I hope you all enjoy.
A close friend is someone who spends time with you, who spends quality time with you. This can just be like getting a bite to eat, to play catch up if maybe it's been a few months. Or something simple as getting like a dessert or a treat together, like say Jamba Juice. It doesn't matter if it's even long distance. So what, you can't make that person-to-person appearance. There's so many ways to connect on the web. You can FaceTime them. They can be just a phone call away. You can message them. So don't let that be an excuse if it's miles and miles between you guys. Because it's important to let that other person know that you care about your friendship. And it takes two to tango, if you know what I mean. So in friendship, you can't just rely on one person. You also have to be that friend to pick up the phone or write a letter, send your birdie, whatever you do to send the message, to let them know that you care and that you're willing to keep that bond that you both share going. In the end, it's really you saying, hey, how are you?
So a friend is also someone who comes to visit you and surprises you.
And also, hanging out with a friend does not look like you, your friend, and your boyfriend. We don't want a third wheel, if you know what I mean.
Adding on to what Irma said, having someone else there may not be the best idea because they were looking forward to hanging out with you and only you. You didn't make an effort to catch up on them and with their life, show them that you care by just your presence and no one else. Because we all know third wheel can be a distraction and sometimes you don't get the best out of it. Your friend would appreciate it more if it was just you, because it also makes it more special. At the end of the day, it's to show that you care about your friendship. A close friend is also someone that you can trust. We all know that trust is the very foundation of a friendship. A close friend is someone who is a trustworthy person. Someone that you can share your deepest of secrets with. Maybe your embarrassing moments with. Or your highest of highs, your lowest of lows.
Someone you can rely on. Someone that's not a flake. Someone that is honest. Someone that's going to tell you if you have something on your teeth after eating lunch.
A close friend is also someone who is there for you through your sunny days and your rainy days. Someone who has your back and someone who is a good listener. And with listening, that means murmur. So, oh, I see. You know, showing in your face that you are indeed listening, that you're not thinking about what you're going to eat later, what you and your boyfriend are going to do, but you're there with them in the moment. And a close friend is also someone who lends a crying shoulder or even a tissue. And a close friend is someone who gives you sincere advice when they feel that you need it. So say you shared something really deep with them and they want to help you with it. Whether it's with your request or not, it shows that they care and it's something that's on their heart they feel that you need to hear. And in addition to a close friend giving you advice, it can also be along the lines of, oh, that's a fashion don't, or that's a fashion do. A close friend who is also a fellow believer in Jesus Christ is someone who prays for you or even prays with you. Someone who makes sure that you're still walking on the right path with God, that you're not going off track, being astray, being MIA with Jesus. A close friend is someone who is an encouragement, who is a light, a reminder of Jesus Christ. Someone who knows how to have a good time with you, to have fun with you. Someone who can be adventurous. like whether it's going for a hike or just exploring the world. Someone who helps you see the world, gets you out of your shell maybe, and someone who essentially knows how to get to your happy place.
So it was a beautiful sunny day.
No, let's tell the story like this. So once upon a time, there were two girls. Kidding. But the way we met was we both started our very first day of work together around like September-ish. And we were both waiting at the front desk trying to figure out how to sign in and like who to talk to, where to go, all that. And I turned to her and she looked at me with this sweet smile on her face and said,
I'm so nervous.
and then I looked at her hand and the first thing I noticed was her wedding ring. And I asked her, are you married?
And I was like, yeah.
Because she has such a baby face. So I was like, what?
I married young.
She did. And later that day,
I walk into the break room and I was like, hey, it's the girl with the curly hair. So I sat next to her and then I was like, we were talking and then I realized we had a lot of things in common. Like we both graduated college the same year, class of 2016.
woo-woo.
And we also took a year off and we were on the same chapter of our lives. We both are followers of Christ and we share the same faith.
Yeah, and it's a funny story about that. After we shared information like Facebook, Instagram, and all that jazz, we both were guilty, and as of everyone else, of Facebook snooping. And I had noticed one of her pictures, she had her graduation cap, and it said,
To God be the glory.
I was like, oh, okay, she's a believer, which is totally awesome, as you all know. And I remember when I brought that up, she had shared with me
that I was praying to God and I was like, God, please put someone Christian in my life. Like, I really want a Christian friend.
And I'm just so very happy that it all worked out this way. And, you know, we're that type of friendship where we had to warm up to each other. We had to get to know each other. It was like, bam, instant friend.
Okay, so then I asked her, what's your favorite color?
And I said, maroon.
I was like, no way.
And I was like, way. So we started noticing a lot of similarities that we had, and one of them being our love for poetry.
Yes, and we both love writing poetry. We motivate each other and...
She's my muse. That is our friendship story. As we're coming to a close in this friendship video, I want to share with you all that while we have our relationships here on earth, let's not also forget the most important relationship that we need to continue to build day in and day out. And that's our relationship with God. So these next clips I'm about to share with you are going to be some verses that spoke to my heart, and I think will speak to yours as well when it comes to keeping our relationship going with God, and also a reminder of where we gain our light and where we need to turn to for advice. And that's, of course, the Holy Bible, which is, of course, the Word of God. In Romans 12:12, it says, rejoice in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing steadfastly in prayer. While you're praying every day, remember, don't have doubts. Just because God isn't physically there with you, because you can't see Him, because He's not flesh, doesn't mean that He cannot hear you. Remember, God is omnipresent. That means He is there with us every step of the way. And there's this verse in Psalm, it says, but certainly God has heard me. He has attended to the voice of my prayer. And we couldn't have made this video without our one and only camera guy. Say bye.
Bye.
Leave it alone. So now that we're at a close to this friendship, know when your cue is up,
Okay.
because you're always like, oh yeah.
What was my cue? When
Bruh.
Oh, you're like in it.
Oh!
Do you think you can hear it?
Yeah.
Music.
Say like, and subscribe.
Not that much. We.
Grab a chair.
Yeah.
Benicio, get your life together. Get your life together.
Oh, we could just cut it.
Someone you can rely on.
No, don't stop.